Welcome to Reddily. On today's episode, Peter V2112 asks,
what looks easy peasy lemon squeezy but is actually difficult lemon difficult?
Work. I'm a lawyer and had a client call saying she needs help with a merger, but don't worry, it's super easy peasy lemon squeezy. That project took 6 months and I almost had a breakdown. She didn't understand why the bill was so high since it was so easy.
Easy peasy hourly billable squeezy.
Playing the triangle. A lot of my non-musician friends joke about how easy it is to play it. Then they actually hold the damn thing and look stupid.
I can still remember my band director, you guys laugh about the triangle players, but you have no idea how hard it is to stay focused while counting 132 bars and not miss your cue.
Whistling with your fingers.
I did it once like 6 years ago, and I haven't been able to replicate it since. Pisses me off.
Dancing. I wouldn't say it looks easy, but when I see people do it, they're so good at it and it flows so well it looks easy. But damn, I just cannot get my body to do anything more than a bop and maybe some stupid arm moves. I'm 25 and dance like a 50-year-old at a reunion. Dancers are so delicate and make it look so easy, it's honestly amazing. It's just hilarious when I try to do literally anything and fail horribly.
All smoke and mirrors, friends. As a dance teacher, I can tell you confidently that it feels absolutely silly until you just start to sell it. 90% confidence, 10% squats. Having fun is step number 1. Fake it until you make it.
Drawing something from memory. Like a bird or something. In mind, yep, that's a bird. On paper, that's a bird?
Reminds me of the bicycle challenge. Go draw a bicycle from memory right now, just take a pencil and paper or open paint at this very moment, and draw with your mouse. Turns out everyone knows what a bicycle looks like, but almost nobody can draw it correctly without looking it up before.
Digging. Anytime it's shown in movies or TV it looks easy, but the second you have to grab a shovel and break dirt. Blay.
Here, just let me dig up this 6-foot deep grave with a shovel. 20 minutes later. Welb, all done.
Those CAPTCHA things on Google. I can honestly never read them, and the website always thinks I'm a robot.
I sweat when I have to select photos with street signs, and one overlaps just barely into another square. I consistently fail them.
There are no wrong answers to these tests. You are actually helping Google to learn how to identify cars, signs, faces, whatever. You're part of Google's matrix, helping it learn.
A basic physical exam at the doctor. Looks like a simple look at the throat, listen to the chest, yup, they have a heart all right. When in actuality, doctors spend thousands of hours practicing it so that when you come in with a murmur or funny-looking kid syndrome, they can recognize it immediately. And yes, there are entire class sections on how to respectfully ask your patient to turn their head and cough as you push on their balls. They're looking for hernias.
As the wife of a doctor, I can attest that I have spent a fair amount of time being the dummy/test patient of various physical exams.
Natural makeup. More work than regular makeup.
To be honest, this reminds me of a video I watched of a visual effects artist explaining his job. If no one notices your work on the footage, you've done your job well. It's only when you mess up that people notice.
This is painfully true for a lot of jobs. When nobody notices, it means you did an excellent job, but no one will give you credit because they aren't even aware there is credit due. But the moment you slightly mess up, you're the worst person in your profession.
Pretty much anything that a professional does. They make it look easy because it's their job. Throw a football 65 yards accurately? Simple if you're an elite athlete. Cut open a chest cavity to fix a few coronary arteries? It's just another day at the office for a surgeon. Frame up a structural wall within a 2,000 square feet house? Just a bunch of wood and nails is all you need. Make crowded teeth perfectly aligned? Surely it's just a matter of wearing trays 1 through 55, and voila. It's all straight. In reality, each of these tasks takes someone who trained for years to visualize the problem, solve it, and execute it to the T. It looks easy, because they practice the hell out of it. Flying remote-controlled helicopters. It looks so effortless when watching seasoned flyers, but in reality, it's like balancing a marble on an upturned bowl.
I'll never forget the time I went out and bought a decently priced helicopter. 5 minutes into setting it up, I didn't even get it 3 feet off the floor before I smashed it into a chair, destroying the rotor blades. I tried maybe like 5 to 6 more times before I gave up, and now it hangs in my garage as a monument to my failure. Edit, I was outside.
Actually doing things. In theory it's simple, just do the thing. In reality, I procrastinate until I hate myself.
Self-discipline is the single hardest skill to master in this world that makes it so easy to just not.
I use a wheelchair, and people usually don't believe me when I say that getting around can be difficult, because many of them think that pushing a wheelchair is easy. They literally tell me this. The thing is, when you use a wheelchair all day and it is basically your only means of transportation, it looks more natural. This becomes a problem when I point out accessibility problems. They often don't believe me because they see how I can navigate and assume that it's easy, just because I make it look easy. Folding fitted sheets. I've watched instructional videos that make it look so easy, but I always just end up with a crumpled up mess, and that's how it gets put away.
The most common type of ghost is the one in a white sheet with waving arms. These are the spirits of people who died while trying to fold a fitted sheet.
Well, at least they tried. What have you tried doing that seemed easy, but it's too hard? Share in a comment.
As always, thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe so we can keep growing. See you.